Hello and welcome back to the Old Realms and our wonderful warrior priest. Okay, so, small little status update here. Okay, so, this is a little bit of a doozy because there's been a huge amount of time that has passed. But, hilariously enough, I actually haven't done anything because I was actually just testing out to see just how far we can get with just being a hireling, and it has actually paid off very, very nicely. It does take a huge amount of time, obviously, as you can tell from the date. If you go to the previous video and you take a look at the date difference, I actually have no idea how long it has been, but all I know is that I have definitely been serving in armies for over 100 days, and that in turn with the fact that we are now having 200 in faith skill, which I think is actually pretty cool. Your clan gains 3 influence every day for every clan member with an active blessing. Well, what does that actually mean? For every clan member with an active blessing? I guess that means going to a shrine or something like that. I can only guess that that is the case. But we could also gain a free attribute point here. I think I will probably just go for the free attribute point. I think that's probably going to be the way that I'll go for now. And we're just going to put that in... I can't put that in discipline? Oh no, it's because I haven't got it yet. Alright, wait. There we go, now I've got it. Now I can put it in discipline right there. I basically just want to get to 300, right? I literally just want to get to 300 in faith as soon as possible because I think that the miracle skill is going to be quite fun. I have no idea what it does, but I think it's going to be amusing. Okay, it's going to be amusing. That's pretty much what I am hoping for at the very least. Anyway, I'm actually going to increase my athletics skill a little bit more. I actually did level up. As you can see, I actually leveled up, I think, twice. Yes, as you can see, I leveled up twice. Now, you have to bear in mind here, I did not go into any battles except one. And in that battle, I think I killed like 5 or 6 people. And then I got killed by some spells. And then my lord lost the entire battle, and then I was having, I was forced to run away again and all that wonderful stuff, that the classic, right? The classic. However, I have something to report. Okay, I have something to report. So you can see here, we're gaining 5 prestige every single day. I also used the Connected Noble, so because I wanted to try it out and actually just report back to you, and so that then you can kind of know a little bit more about the Connected Noble and the abilities it has. So I went to the Connected Noble when I was actually a part of an army in Reichland because they went to Altdorf and they were right there, so I was like, okay, I might as well use it and we'll see what happens. And so I used the Connected Noble and it gave me 500 prestige for 200,000 gold. That's the reason why I only have 100,000 gold right now. So that explains where my money went. Anyway, apart from the fact that it actually gives us prestige, there's another thing it actually gives us too, which is renown. And I did not know this. I did not know that renown was actually available as a hireling. You can see here, we have 497. I don't think I have any perks that provide me with renown otherwise. So this is the only thing that it could be. Now, this is obviously one of those times where I would probably recommend, if you are someone that really wants to play the long game, or if you are generally wanting to min-max a huge amount, I would recommend playing a trading character. Obviously, trade is not really that useful. In my opinion, it takes a huge amount of time investment and all that stuff. However, there is one thing in particular that I think could be extremely beneficial when you've gotten a couple of workshops. And it is this right here. +1 daily renown from every profiting workshop. This is an insane benefit, because if you think about how much renown we're actually gaining per day as a result of being a hireling, I did not know this. As I said, I did not know that renown was a side benefit to being a part of an army. I had no idea that that was the case. And by the way, I'm no longer actually a member of a Reichland army here, because I actually found that they were being killed over and over again, and it was extremely difficult for me to make any headway at all. I did actually stay a part of one of their vassals' armies for about 60 days. That was the longest that I've ever served, as far as I remember. And as you can see here, we got this guy, and I've literally fought in 0 battles, because he's not actually, as far as I'm aware at least, I don't think he's at war against anyone. Oh, he is actually at war against some people, but apparently he's deciding not to get involved into anything. But I just thought I would give you a small update on that. Obviously, we are going to get invested into a couple of battles soon enough. I have no idea when that's going to happen, but I just want to show you now. We had 497, didn't we? And as you can see, I now have 505, and I have not participated in any battles at all, so the renown gain is completely and utterly passive. And this is actually a really nice way to do it. This is a really, really nice way to do it. I personally think that these kinds of situations are exactly what make Mount and Blade a wonderful experience. But of course, this is all thanks to the mod, you know, it's all thanks to the mod having this functionality. Being able to choose your path is very, very good. And that's exactly what you want from something like this. It's an open world RPG, you know, medieval simulation, basically. That, you know, that's what it's pretty much trying to do here. And I think it does a wonderful job of doing that, especially with all of the added additions by the modding team. They've really just outdone themselves. And if I take a look, no, we still got 505. So I'm actually not entirely sure when we gain the renown. That's the thing. I don't know when we gain the renown. Is it every day? Is it every 2 days? That's something that I haven't really figured out, because when I was doing this, I was basically doing something else at the same time, and I was just kind of checking in randomly. I wasn't obviously staring at the screen the entire time, because this is relatively monotonous, which is a little bit unfortunate. But obviously when you are a part of an army that doesn't really get involved in any battles, because I mean, you can see here the only battles he's really joining are against beastmen and indeed a couple of villages, and that's all he's really doing. And otherwise, apart from that, obviously I am gaining passive faith skill. So I do have grand level prayers now, as you can see. I have tried that out one time. It does very little damage, just as a spoiler right there. It does extremely little damage, which is very sad. And then we have the offering thing, which allows us to donate items. And then I took this, which obviously you were there when I did that, so, you know, I gained a free attribute point and gained a little bit of extra HP and all that wonderful stuff. And there we have it. So, yeah, I'm actually pretty happy. Oh, there you go. As you can see, 513 renown now. So, yeah, it went from 505 to 513. I still don't know how much we gain per day. I don't think it is actually gaining us per day. I think it gains us every few days. I'm not entirely sure what the calculation is in relation to it, but maybe it doesn't matter, you know, maybe it really doesn't matter. So I'm going to wait here with this guy for a little bit longer, and hopefully we won't spend too long doing this. Maybe I'll actually join some battles when and if the faction decides to declare war. Alright, so I'm now back, and well, we have a bit of an army. Alright, we have a bit of an army. I am now clan tier 4. We have slightly better career options. I felt it best. Hey, you know what? Just gonna skip that grind, because it is... I'm gonna be honest right here. I'm gonna be honest. It is mind-numbing, okay? It is mind-numbing. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, because if you like, you know, joining an army and actually participating in battles and things like that, then you can do that. You can absolutely 100% choose a faction that is at war against an active enemy. And I'm talking about Reichland here mostly, because obviously Reichland does have the Blood Knights or the Blood Order or whatever they're called, and they generally are extremely strong. And as Reichland, you're gonna have huge issues. You're gonna have a huge amount of problems actually fighting those guys, and well, especially as a member of an army, right? As an actual soldier in an army, you're gonna have issues. At least I think so. However, as it stands right now, I feel like the best course of action for us to progress in the game here is to now stretch out by ourselves. I do have still about 1,000 prestige. I have spent some of it to level up some of my people, obviously, as you might expect. And I'm obviously trying out my my new career things too. I haven't really tried it out much. I've only gone into like 1 or 2 battles, and well, as you can see, we're not actually a mercenary or anything like that either, so we are definitely going to have to do something about it. We are definitely going to have to become a mercenary, and then we can hopefully participate in some larger-ish battles. You can see here that I have 145,000. Money is a pretty big issue right now. I'm actually losing money very, very fast, mostly because of the insane amounts of level ups that you have to do. And you can see here, look at that. Look at my prestige. My prestige literally just took a huge nosedive right there. Absolutely insane how fast it goes away. Anyway, let's get the speed damage bonus. I'm actually going to just show you the career options here because I actually really enjoy this. I took away all of the points basically from Holy Purge, because I thought that this is really good. And the reason why this is really good is because it provides you with ward save. Now, we know that ward save is very nice from our time playing a Bretonnian damsel. It was extremely powerful with her, and you can see here the main reason why I wanted to max this out as soon as possible is because of the top skill there, which adds a healing buff to Righteous Fury that restores 3 HP per second. Very good. Obviously, we are scaling with leadership as well, scales with the highest melee weapon, skill 2, and we are inherently going to be getting this next as well. So Twin-Tailed Comment is our next stop, and we're hopefully going to be able to get some extra armor penetration and all that other wonderful stuff, and we're also going to be getting a damaging aura. So, funnily enough, these guys, I can't call for them for some reason. As you can see, I cannot call for them. They are staying at a place that I don't know, and I have no idea where they are, so I will be going and getting them at some point, but I just haven't had the opportunity to do so. And what I'm going to do is I am actually going to try and beat the Beastmen in their Herdstone. This is the first time we've done this, by the way. I don't know whether I'm actually going to succeed at this. I think it's probably going to be unlikely, but let's see. Alright, so obviously I don't have any companions, and that's obviously a huge problem, mostly because I don't have any benefits. There's no benefit to not having any companions, because companions are obviously absolutely fantastic. They are really good at giving their skills and bonuses and basically everything that you could want to your troops. But unfortunately, I don't have them right now, so we're going to have to do this naked. Yes, we're going to have to do this naked. Obviously, it doesn't actually matter too much. The only thing that does matter is that they do have 16 Minotaurs. And I'm a little bit worried about dealing with them, but I'm kind of hoping that because we have a significant amount of cavalry that we should be absolutely fine. But unfortunately, because this is indeed a built-up area, we might have some issues dealing with them. But all I need to really do is just build up my ability here. Oh, wait a minute. I'm actually going to try out my new prayer as well. I haven't tried this out extensively, so let's try and see what it does. Boom. Okay. Did 31 damage. Yes. Yeah, someone did say that it is a little bit underwhelming, and, well, I can confirm. Yes, I can confirm that it is indeed underwhelming. Actually kind of sad. It's very sad, because it's a grand level perk, right? It's a, I mean, grand level prayer, even. And I would have expected it to actually be a little bit more dangerous. Because I do actually have 50% or 70%, or what do I have? 50% additional holy damage. I have 80% additional melee, obviously, but I have 50% additional holy damage from my gear. And so I was kind of hoping that we would have a little bit better damage, just a small amount, but no, somewhat unfortunate, I guess. Thankfully, these guys are literally the easiest enemies for us to fight, so I don't really have to be super hard done by fighting them. Healing Hand, just going to place that round about here, going to shoot this into the middle of them. 36 damage to the main target, and everyone else got basically nothing. No damage. Very little. So, kind of interesting. Not entirely sure if I can really get behind that, a huge amount. I do love the Beastman models, by the way. I like the gore renders. The gore renders are my favorite, I think. They look the coolest. Obviously, the Minotaurs are also very good, but that is probably because they are, in general, very strong. But I think that the gore renders are my favorites, because they just generally look like big demons, you know? They look like big demon things, and we're actually losing huge amounts of troops, mostly because the Herdstone is insanely powerful. Yeah, we might have some issues with this. Yeah, I might have had to get my companions. Maybe that would have been a good idea, right? That might have been a good idea. But I was kind of excited, right? I was kind of excited. Okay, you know what? I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to get out of here. We've taken a look, and I think that's good enough, to be honest. Let's just actually take a look. The enemy proved more than a match for you. Better luck next time. Well, I mean, no offense, but I actually feel like we did pretty well. But yeah, okay, so there's 194, so there's 194 defenders. Ah, that's interesting. All right. Well, we did level up my two-handed, which I think is really nice. Let's go for Terror. That's also good. And yeah, we are basically just going to be exiting here. Yeah, this area right here actually gives you these weird horned hunters. I'm not a big fan of these. They only give you 150 in skill. I did recruit a couple of them, but I was kind of, shall we say, not convinced. Not convinced that they were super good. But they are two-handed weapon users, so I suppose maybe they're going to be pretty cool. I don't know. Let's get some more of these Longshanks. I have been leveling those up a little bit as well. I basically just need people, right? I just need people. So let's just recruit a couple of these nobles in the meantime too. And what we're going to do is I am actually going to be joining as a mercenary with... I'm actually not entirely sure who with, to be honest. It's going to be a bit of a problem, isn't it? Yeah. It's going to be a bit of a problem, because I don't want to join as a mercenary as someone that isn't actually going to be in any battles at all, because that's going to basically be a huge waste for me, and then I'm basically only going to be fighting against beastmen, which I have theoretically kind of been doing for the last, I don't know how many hours. I think I've been playing today for longer than I have played in quite some time off screen, and I'm not a big fan of that, to be honest. I really don't like I don't really like progressing off screen, because it really it kind of takes away from how the journey is, you know what I mean? And the thing is, I don't want to show you boring stuff. That's the thing, right? So it's getting the balance right, and I feel like I'm getting the balance okay. But you can obviously let me know. You can obviously let me know what you think about the balance so far of the series. But generally, I do think that if I were to show absolutely every single thing, I think it would be extremely tiresome very quickly. Because I would basically just be fighting beastmen. As I say, I'll just be fighting beastmen, or I'll just be standing in some random person's army, and that would basically be it, and it would be extremely annoying. So yeah, that's indeed the thing. Anyway, let me actually just see if I can join these guys, because I think they're probably at war against a whole bunch of people.
That's close enough.
Hello there. I would like to enter the service. Yes, 800. Yes. This is absolutely perfect. Yeah, so the reason why we're also wanting to do this, of course, is because if we do this and we actually manage to get another 200,000, or at the very least, you know, I only need another 50,000, so it's not actually out of the realm of possibility to assume that I would be able to reach that. But if we can get there, then I'll be able to go to the wonderful Altdorf, and we might be able to get the Connected Noble to give us some more prestige. But, I mean, as I say, we've got a pretty decent amount of prestige right now, and while I am not really convinced as to the legitimacy of how to really earn prestige, because let's face it, I had to spend, I don't even know how long in an army, just kind of waiting for my prestige to go up. Obviously, you can decide to do it in different ways. You could, you know, do the other thing where you join as a vassal and then donate a bunch of influence. You could do it that way. I'm just going to auto-resolve this. Good amounts of medicine skill from that. And good amounts of loot too, which I am always very interested in. Thank you very much. And we are otherwise just going to be doing this, and let's get some Reichsguard Knights. They seem fun. And yeah, we are otherwise just going to try and get into a battle with a vassal or two. Ah, hello there, sir. Okay, so let's have a look. What does he have? So he's got 53 recruits, but I obviously have a bunch of recruits as well, so that is a bit problematic. Okay, so this guy wants me to pledge as a vassal to the Moot. This one wants me to be a part of a Bretonnian faction. I'm not a big fan of that, so I probably won't be doing that, but it's good to know that we have that available anyway. A 50% chance to recover mounts of dead cavalry troops in battles. In my opinion, this is probably one of the strongest perks in the whole game. I think it's really, really nice. And yeah, we can actually go into the battle here against this guy.
That's close enough.
There we go. All right, so we have the advantage, apparently, according to the power bar at the top. But I am a little bit hesitant to call victory already. You know, it's just one of those things. So let's, yeah, I have super speed now as well. By the way, I have super speed, so I'm actually very, very pleased about that because I personally. Well, I didn't really like the way that, you know, Bannerlord is just like that, you know, where sometimes they spawn you really, really far away from your opponent. And it takes an insane amount of time to get to them, and obviously I didn't really want that. Let's shoot my little Oh. Okay, I was going to say let's shoot my little comet, but obviously someone decided that they were going to go into the very path of it, and it's yeah, well, never mind, it's not that big a deal, I suppose, but yes. Anyway, let's just give. Do I not have global? I do have global. What? I do have globals. That's weird. All right, it's kind of strange. Not sure why that happened, but okay. Let's try and get these guys dead, and there's my ability. Nice. I'm basically just a one-man army at this point, kind of. Not really, so to speak, because I am using exactly the same gear, but obviously the ability is the thing that is doing it. What I do find to be a glaring weakness is the fact that when my aura runs out, I no longer obviously have it for a little bit of time, and you actually do have to play without it for a couple of seconds or so, depending on if you're actually able to hit a significant amount in that time too, so it does make a bit of a difference. And let me actually just see, is there anyone to actually hit here? No, but I can buff these people with fiery Emperor's Light and all that wonderful stuff. That sounds great. And let's just do some more damage here. I'm actually surprised. Why is my aura lasting so long? Do I actually have something that increases its duration? I think I do, right? Or is it Faith Skill? I think it might be Faith Skill that also increases its duration. And I have, obviously, as you saw, just literally been passively leveling Faith for the last however many in-game months / years. And it's actually been doing really nicely, surprisingly enough. Very, very nicely indeed. Ah, hello there, sir. I would like to murder you. Oh, no, never mind. You ran away. Okay, okay. Well, that's fine. Ah, hello. There's a bunch of gunners. I will deal with you. Yes, there we go. Oh, I actually leveled up. Very nice. Okay. It's been a while since we've actually leveled up. And hopefully I will be able to eventually get the thing that allows us to deal damage with my aura as well. I actually cannot wait to see if that is actually as effective as I'm hoping it's going to be. I don't know how much damage it does, of course, but I can imagine it's going to be a lot of fun. And you can see here, I actually got 31 kills and I'm at full HP. However, you've got to bear in mind, this does not preclude the fact that I can still die. This does not make me invulnerable. It does not make me immune. I am very much still capable of being killed. It just needs to be in a bursty fashion. As in, I need to take some big hits, and then I will die, and that's all there is to it. Anyway, there we go. 34 influence. That's going to be insane amounts of money right there. Huge amounts of money. Obviously, this is another reason why becoming a hireling is actually an extremely good thing to do, because if you become a hireling, you are just going to gain so much cash, and you don't actually need to really do much for that, because your wages are so incredibly low. Your wages are really, really low because you only have yourself. You know, you only have yourself. Actually, I say your wages are incredibly low, but that's actually incorrect. Your wages are non-existent. That's what I should have said. Yes, your wages are non-existent, which is hilarious. Anyway, I'm actually wondering whether we should start swapping out some of my other gear here, because even though, as you can see, even though this does provide me with 10% holy damage amp, it is, well, not very good in regards to its leg armor. You can see that very clearly, you know, it gives me 14 leg armor. These Lordly Empire Lord boots give me 36, which is fundamentally just so much better. Which makes me kind of a bit worried, you know, because I don't know. That's the thing. On the one hand, I actually really do want to swap out some of my stuff because I am having an extremely low armor value for how heavy my armor actually is. But on the other hand, I don't want to kind of stray away from the warrior priest aesthetic and the holy damage and all that wonderful stuff. You know, I don't really want to lose all of that. But on the flip side, I don't really want to die that easily in these battles. And I can die very, very fast. I actually wonder, let me actually just take a look here. Maybe there is actually... oh, wait a minute. Hello? Frost damage. Nope. Ah, here we go. Yes, warrior priest braces. Ah, warrior priest headband. Oh no, that doesn't help me. Okay, I'll buy the braces, mostly because they are giving me a small amount of armor increase. But yeah, clearly not that much. But we're still gaining armor for it, and we're still gaining the holy damage amplification, so I suppose we should be kind of pleased about that, and everything else, as you can see, is just for wizards and stuff, so yes. Okay, we'll just sell all of that, and I think if I sell every single thing here, I'm probably going to bankrupt them. Yes, I would have. Okay, so we'll just sell that for that, and then we are good, and I think what we're going to do... And yeah, I am actually going to do this. I actually was a little bit risky when I did this before, in my off-screen time, because I only had 206,000 at the time of me getting the prestige from the Connected Noble. And so I was like, oh yeah, let me just do that, you know, because I was obviously a hireling at the time, you know, I was a hireling. It made no difference whatsoever if I had money or not. If I had, you know, 5 gold or something, it would still be fine. I would still be absolutely 100% fine. So that's the reason why I was just kind of throwing caution to the wind there. And, well, considering we are a mercenary at the moment, it might make sense. So let's invest in the infrastructure, and as you can see... Oh. Wait a minute. Can you only do it once? 250,000, or is that 2 million? I actually don't know. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I thought we could do it multiple times. I thought we could do it multiple times. Okay, apparently we cannot do it multiple times. Okay, that's weird. I thought we could donate money. Shall we say not an infinite amount, but I feel like you probably should be able to. I don't know. Is it just me? I personally feel like you should be able to pretty much just, well, donate as much money as you have, because let's face it, if you have a huge amount of money, then you might as well have a use for it, right? Because otherwise, your money is going to be going nowhere, and it's going to be kind of sad. So I'm actually kind of surprised. Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised. Oh well, never mind. As I said, it was basically just a case of me spending the 200,000 and it gave me 500 prestige, and that's pretty much it. And I'm going to assume that there's going to be a bunch of, you know, same sort of stuff happening with the other options as well. I just need more cash, right? I just need more cash. Okay, so there you go. I actually have some warrior priest raiments right here. And what is the Empire Pauldron? Does it? Wait a minute. Hello there. It actually gives me some really, really good stuff. Okay, so I'm going to be buying both of these. It's literally going to cost me 105,000, but I think worth it. There we go. Absolutely perfect. Wonderful. And these are going to give me 10% holy damage, as you can see right there. And this one's also going to give me 10% holy damage. Don't know why the tooltip is disappearing every single time, but there you go. And yeah, we can now sell these. And we're going to be, yeah, only losing 84,000. So I am actually really, really pleased about that. Let's go over here and recruit a couple of people from the Regiment of Renown. Oh, yeah, Sons of Altdorf. I actually really like these guys. They're not super good, but they're solid. I like that. And we'll go over to the Shrine of Sigmar as well. And I can now give items as an offering, by the way. So, as you can see, I can literally just do this. I have no idea how much faith this actually gives me. So, I'm just going to show you. Yeah. Did that work? Did that actually work? I have no idea. I have no idea whether that actually worked. I've not actually seen how much it gives. I have not verified how much it gives. I just sometimes do it randomly just to see what happens. But yeah, anyway, let's put another point in leadership right there. We're going to need that. And we got another free career point, so we might as well get this over here. And yeah, then we are pretty fine. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. And I am recruiting a couple of these flagellant guys as well, which is obviously fine, you know, it's okay. And I'm almost at 225 in faith skill. I don't think that's going to give me anything. No, it does not. However, the 250th level perk does. And it's actually not bad, you know, it's okay. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.